Hello, everybody. Rob Goody here of the MLM Solution. I want to thank you so much for joining us today. If you will, we'll be going live at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as always. And if you will, share our podcast, our social media platforms, and our website with our fellow network marketers all across the globe. You can do that two ways. Hashtag the MLM Solution, hashtag the MLM Solution. Also visit our website and hit the share button. You can go to our website, themlmsolution.net. That way, our fellow network marketers can access this wonderful information that we share with you each and every day, where they can do great things with this wonderful business model themselves. So with that being said, today's topic is going to be the comparison trap, podcast number 188. Can you believe it? Number 188. As you know, today is Wednesday, the 27th, and we're going to be taking a deep dive into this subject. Don't miss this episode, as you'll see the damage the comparison trap can do to your business and your future. As you know, we cover all things network marketing, the good, the bad, and yes, even the ugly. We talk about things no one else will touch. That's because we want to empower you with this information to do wonderful things yourself with this great business model. With that being said, I'm going to hop off here as we're getting close to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you in a moment.
Welcome to the MLM Solution Podcast Show, where you'll learn the facts and hear the truth about the network marketing industry. Here's your host, Rob Goody.
Hello, Miss Marie. Happy Hump Day. How are you today?
I am doing well. The last hump day of May.
We've been saying that a lot lately. Last hump day, last hump day. Yep. And thank God it's not my last hump day of my life.
Well, hope not.
Yeah, that would really suck. That being said, Miss Marie, got a good topic today, podcast number 188, racing towards the 200. I've been saying it ever since we were on 100. Remember that? You were like, don't you a little premature?
Episode 101, you were talking about episode 200 coming up quick.
I know it, man. She's like, what are you talking about? And here we are on the cusp of it. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's coming.
And as you know, Miss Marie, we got a lot of great things coming June 1st. A lot of new improvements, a lot of new things. And I'm working feverishly behind the scenes. And as you can, excuse me, Miss Marie, as you can see, we are making progress because I share that progress with you.
Yep, exciting things coming. Gonna be a lot of fun.
It is a lot of major changes, both behind the scenes and on the front lines. And it's all because of the activity and the numbers and everything, because Miss Marie and I would not continue on if we did not get favorable numbers showing that there's interest in what we're doing. And there's definitely that, enough that we're like, okay, there's real potential here. So we look forward to the future. We did not want to expose everything coming out of the gate because we weren't sure where this was going to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind of stair-stepping it, and so we're making things happen. That's really good. I'm very happy, very excited. We'll see where it goes.
Exactly. Well, compared to where we are now is pretty fantastic. And oops, did I just do a comparison?
Yes, you did. I saw that. I wasn't going to say anything. I even heard the word compare. Shame on you.
No, maybe I did that on purpose.
I think you might have. So with that being said, today's going to be an interesting topic, the comparison trap. People think, oh, what are you talking about with comparison? Everybody knows what a comparison is, but what is it in network marketing? Why would it be good? Why would it be bad? Well, like anything else, there's a yin and a yang for everything, and it's going to be the same here. But we're going to talk about really kind of the negative aspects of it, only because, not because we're negative people want to focus on negative, but because the negative can have such a profound negative impact on your business. And we feel that it's our duty to keep you guys abreast of that type of information. It's always fun to talk about the good things. Miss Marie, everybody talks about the good things. And I'm not a negative person in any way. Like when I wrote What Not to Do in Network Marketing, Miss Marie, I can't tell you how many people told me that title was too negative. But the information needed to be out there. How else are you going to say it? They made a show, What Not to Wear. So how can it be negative? What was the basis of that show? To keep you from dressing like a ding dong. To wear Tommy Bahama like I do. So
exactly. What is it? They say everybody's here on earth for one of two reasons, either to serve as an example or as a warning. So sometimes you have to have the warning, the what not to do, to understand what the example is, what you should do. So
wow. Very well said. Let's close the show on that. We don't need that. Because, man, that was a powerful statement. She's absolutely right. She nailed it. I love it. I love people and cliches that use as little words as possible to express a very profound and impactful insight. And you did that.
That's what I get the big bucks for.
That's right. And you do a wonderful job. You need a raise. All right. With that being said, as we go forward here, the comparison trap, guys, it's a good subject that you need to know about. And we're going to explain to you why. As you know, we always take a deep dive into these subject matters for your benefit. So if you like it, please give us a thumbs up if you like what you hear. You understand the points that we're making, and you understand how they can be helpful to you. That immediate feedback means a lot to us, and lets us know that we're on target. So your participation, even if it's negative, if you want to give a thumbs down, that's cool. Okay, at least we know where we stand, right, Miss Marie?
Yeah.
And
all feedback is helpful.
Right. I don't think we've gotten one thumbs down.
I don't think that's an option. I've been looking for that on Facebook for a long time, and instead of the thumbs down, they gave us the huggy heart smiley thing, whatever that is.
Yeah, let's go find a safe corner crap. Here's your coloring book. Because, it used to have a thumbs down. They took it down because it was too negative.
Yeah.
I tell you, people. Anyway, if you will, please share, like, and comment on our YouTube channel. On Facebook. We love the comments. We want to hear what you have to say, good, bad, and indifferent. All right. If you're on our YouTube channel and you want to get notified when we go live or when we upload new content, please hit the little bell twice. You got to hit that twice in order to be notified. We'll say thank you in advance. And as always, we ask that you help us get the word out to our fellow network marketers. I'm always promoting that, but we need your help. It's a team effort. We cannot do it on our own. Hashtag the MLM solution is a way that you can help get the word out. The algorithm will reward engagement, as they call it. On our website, just go there and hit the share button. If you do, look, think about it. You're just taking a few seconds of your life to do a positive thing that could impact somebody else across the globe that you don't even know in a wonderful way. So you can be a part of that process by just taking a few seconds and hitting the share button, making a comment, or hitting this share button on our website. All right. And we may have the ability for people to make comments on our website. We may have a group thing. I don't know, get away from Facebook's group thing. But that's down the road. We'll see. That's too much monitoring. Because people like to be really nasty and mean nowadays. You go to, without getting off topic, you go to one of the social media platforms, Miss Marie, it's just inundated with negative people that want to bitch and bicker back and forth. I'm right. No, I'm right. No, I'm right. It's never, the conversations rarely go any further.
Yeah, it's easy to do that from behind a keyboard, right? It's entirely different when you're face to face with people. So
right. And what kind of intelligence does it take to say I'm right? None. You could have a second grade education and say I'm right. You're wrong. I mean, but in order to have a well-rounded discussion that will actually lead somewhere, people don't do that anymore, especially the left side of the aisle. They just, if you don't agree with them in any way, shape, or form, they're just going to attack you, point fingers, and call you names, and then go in the corner and suck their thumb because they don't know how to have a conversation. So there you go. We may not do it because we don't need that kind of people on our side. We want positive people, right? We want people that want to do something positive with their life and have a positive impact on other people's lives. All right, with that being said, now that we got our politics out of the way, and we need to get on to our show subject. And at least we're honest here, Miss Marie. We don't pretend, we don't hide. Just like everything else, we hit it right up between the eyes. You either like us or you don't, or you like our content or you don't, or you believe it or you don't. That's awesome. That's what the world is about. And we embrace it. So we talk about my sinuses. Oh, man, I need to be on the beach, Miss Marie, with my sinuses draining the way they are.
Yeah, I was going to say, you must have some allergy action going on there.
Well, you know the trees. I don't know. Do you know I have those June bugs? They're everywhere here.
Mm-hmm.
They are every freaking where.
It's supposed to be a big season for those.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. Well, I will say this is the most we've ever had. I had piles of stuff, of dead carcasses, whatever they call those things, shells, whatever, everywhere. I got to take the lawnmower and literally go over. They're empty, and to suck them up into the bag. So, all right. Well, with that being said, here we go. Today's topic, the comparison trap. As I said, there's a good and a bad, the yin and the yang. And the bad part, we'll start out with going down the positive. The bad thing is, look, guys, if you're going to do a comparison, Miss Marie and I, we've given this example before, but we'll go a little bit deeper into it because it goes beyond just person to person. If Miss Marie and I joined the same company at the same time, all right, and we're sitting there and Miss Marie is just running right past me, I can get down and out. I can beat myself up emotionally. I can say I'm a worthless piece of crap. Why am I doing this? I've got faults and she's perfect, because on the outside, it seems like everything's going her way. What I don't know is behind the scenes, she's working her tail end off. She's got challenges and she's just barreling right through them. You know, she doesn't dwell on them. Some of them she's able to address right away and get out of the way. And other ones she has to drag along like a lead bucket until she has time to address them. Whatever the case may be, she's just like, it's too important. I got momentum. I got to keep going. I can't slow down right now. And she just powers right through it. On the other hand, I'm over here sucking my thumb going, well, you know, I got this going on. I got that going on. And Miss Marine's really tearing me up. It's so embarrassing. I'm not going to go to the live event because I'll be sitting next to her and I'll feel this tall compared to her. She's going on stage to get an award and she's getting this bonus. And I'm sitting there, and I'm sure from the stage she's going to focus on me. One of 10,000 people in that auditorium, she's going to focus on me and go, ha, 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 ha. Well, that's the kind of mind games that you're going to play with yourself when you fall in this comparison trap. You're going to convince yourself that she's perfect, that everything's going right for her, and that she has no challenges, and yet you are just riddled with one challenge after the other that's constantly taking you away from the business building activity and taking your focus elsewhere. Would you not agree, Miss Marie, and not the way most people do it to themselves?
Well, absolutely. And it's one thing you have to keep in mind. Everybody comes into a network marketing organization. They have the same products to work with. They have the same compensation plan to work with. But what they're bringing is their own individual experience. So even though Rob and I may start at the same time and we have all the same tools available to us, our backgrounds are different. Our experience is different. Even though Rob may have been in another network marketing company and had limited success with them, and this is my first network marketing company, because of some of my previous business experience or sales experience or just the amount of people in my network that I can reach out to, it could be different. I could far outpace Rob, even though he has more network marketing experience. Yes. Everybody's different. So it is really difficult to do that comparison thing and have it be actually legit, right? Yeah. You usually end up just kind of putting yourself in a funk and getting discouraged.
Yeah. Yes. And that is one of the negative downsides to it, guys, is that if you allow your mind to wander, and some people do, Miss Marie, they'll sit there late at night, either in a chair or in their bed, and their mind goes to all these negative, and it keeps them up at night. It worries them, causes ulcers, blah, 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 blah. And you know what, guys? More times than not, a lot of the things that you perceive in your head is not going to happen, okay? Miss Marie, I can't tell you how many people I know that have sat there and told me about their worries, and then I asked them I'd let them speak without interrupting them. And then I would say at the end, did any of that happen? No. So why'd you worry about it? I don't know. Well, it's the same thing here in the comparison trap. If Miss Marie is tearing me up, I got one or two choices. I can sit and worry myself sick over it, or I can say, you know what? She's got her path. I got mine. It's going to be different. I'm not going to match her, for one success to the other. My job is to go out there, do the best I can under the conditions that I have right now in my life. And that's what you got to go out and do. That is the positive way to handle it. You say, well, why is that so important? Well, because when your downline falls into that trap and you can see it and you can say, hey, look, I got a feeling that you're comparing yourself to Sally over here. You and Sally joined at the same time. Well, yeah, I got to admit that her success kind of bothers me. Look, here's what's going to happen if you don't get this under control. I had the same thing about Marie, okay? And here's how I handled that. Guy, the reason I did that is because I understood that it was going to destroy me in my business if I didn't get that comparison game out of my head, okay? Let her be what she's going to be, and you be what you're going to be. Because marathon, Rob could end up being bigger than Marie in the end, okay? Joan could be bigger than Sally in the end. You don't know. It's a marathon, all right? She may have short-term success. She may be one of those people that burns bright for 3 months and then is gone forever, or just fizzles out and can't get any traction. You don't know. So you can't sit there and beat yourself up over something that's only visible at that particular moment, because you can't see into the future for yourself or for her. All right. What you can do at that particular moment, which I, as you know, hate cliches, is control what is in your life at that moment, including your own mindset and your own activity. If your mindset is woe is me, you're going to sit on your couch, suck your thumb, watching TV, and convince yourself, Miss Marie, you can find as many, probably more than enough excuses to not get up off that couch and take action, because Marie is every day reminding Rob what a loser he is. And the only reason Rob thinks he's a loser is because it's in his head, because Miss Marie's never said it. Until she got up on stage. You loser! You remember that commercial?
No. Which one?
You don't remember that info commercial that either Chinese or Japanese? You loser! 2 o'clock in the morning, surrounded by beautiful women. He's only like 5 foot tall. He was selling real estate. You watching TV? You watching me? 2 o'clock in the morning. You loser! You don't remember that?
I don't think I ever saw that one.
He was hilarious, man. I think you can find the videos of him on YouTube. It's funny as crap. And that's how he sold his. He ended up going to prison for fraud or tax evasion. I can't remember which. But anyway, the point is,
who's the loser now?
Yeah, he's the loser now. Long game, Miss Marie. Long game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the thing is that you got to remember that if you are experiencing this comparison game, you've got to stop it. You got to stop it now, guys. It's not worth it. It's not. I'm telling you, there's too many. There's countless, millions. I mean, millions upon millions upon millions of examples where the comparison game went each way. Who's ahead? I don't know. Is it 151 bad and 150 the good? Who flipping knows? But the people, the 150 that are good, I'm sure are smiling, okay? And the 151 are still complaining to this day because they didn't take any action. They had every excuse in the world as to why they weren't as good as Marie. Okay, Marie had one reason to succeed, because she needed to. Okay, and she got out there and she just went through every obstacle she ran into. She earned that success. Miss Marie, the business model rewards those that take the corrective action consistently. We talk about that all the time, the CCBBA. And the comparison game can play right into that trap, because here's the thing. Even if you're active, you're saying, well, you know what? I am active. Marie and I, Rob and Marie joined at the same time. Rob's out there and he's going to town. Marie's out there and she's still passing him by. Different type of mind game here, Miss Marie. Different type of comparison trap. And I'm like, damn, I'm working my tail end off, man. And yeah, I've got a nice organization. I got 1,000 people, but she's got 5,000 people. Once again, as she said, there's a lot of dynamics that go into why she has 5,000 versus 1,000. But one of the things is Miss Marie is doing CCBBA and the 5 simple steps. Okay. And she's taught her people. She's got good duplication going on because she realized through her experience, hey, this is what I need to do. And she explained that seriousness of that consistent, correct business building activity to each and every new partner she signed up. Me, on the other hand, I'm like, well, yeah, that's cool. And yeah, I understand it, but I don't think it's that critical. Hey, let's just go. I'll just get out there and I'll work my tail end off, and I'll train the people. And if they get it, they get it. If they don't, they don't, and if they get off on the wrong step, I'll help them get back on track, but I just got to sponsor. And you know what? That's the system will train them. Well, what I've done is left it open to too many if, ands, or buts. Okay. My business, I mean, where Miss Marie she's not totally controlling it like an iron fist. She's just like, okay, I understand the importance of the threshold of profitability. I understand the importance of the first check. I need to explain that to them. They need to understand what is important about that and why they want to do it and why they want to teach it to their downline. And what she's doing, without using the word, she's ensuring that good duplication has a chance to take place here. And she understands that money is a motivator, so she can show people how to get their first check by using the threshold of profitability and how the threshold creates 100 PV per month per person, blah, blah, blah. Then guess what? She's painting a mental picture where that person says, hey, this is how you make money. Okay, good. This is how you get your first check. Good. I can do that. Okay. Well, Rob, on the other hand, is just like, hey, just watch the videos and listen to that. It'll tell you everything you need to know. If you got any questions, call me. Okay. Big difference between the two. Okay. So it's no wonder that Miss Marie, she may have sponsored less people, but she has 5,000 people in her whole group because her downline grasped it, and good duplication took place in more businesses than not. Rob, on the other hand, sponsored more people, but he's only contacted more people, but only sponsored 1,000 people, or only has 1,000 people in his organization because there's not good duplication. There's only spotty duplication taking place. And so my downline's not sponsoring as many people, even though they're doing the work, because the message isn't correct and the business building activity is not totally correct. Right, Miss Marie?
Yeah, absolutely. And quite honestly, the only real benefit that's going to come out of that type of comparison is if you're looking at somebody that is more successful than you, analyze what it is that they're doing that's making them more successful. Is that something you can also emulate? Now, obviously, you have the people that have intrinsic characteristics to them, like they just may be naturally very charismatic and they're able to speak well. And maybe you're not as gifted of a speaker. That can be a skill you develop over time, but you also have to realize that you're not going to be as successful as quickly because you are developing those skills.
Right. And let me say this too, guys. You have to understand that you have a situation where the opposite can be true. And you're like, well, what are you talking about? Well, look, here's the thing. You have a situation where bad comparison can happen. For instance, let's say that Miss Marie is the opposite of what I'm talking about here. And you're like, well, what are you referring to? What if Miss Marie and I were getting off to a so-so start, and I thought to myself, well, you know what? I'm right there with her. So no sense in stepping it up. We're both pretty much on the same page. She's got 500 people and I got 475. I'm making this much a month. She's making that. I'm this pen rank and she's that. We're pretty much apples to apples. I'm good with that. I'm comfortable with that. Guess what? Bad mistake. You're putting a ceiling, both of you are, in this instance, because Marie might be sitting down at night saying, well, because we know each other really well. We're competitive people. We stay in touch. Well, Rob's right there with me, so I'm not behind, thank God. I'm a little bit ahead, but I'm not behind, and I'll take that. And neither one of us are thinking, hey, what do I got to do to blow this thing out of the water? What am I doing wrong that's keeping me so close to Marie? I should be a lot further ahead. I've talked to a lot more people than she has, which would immediately tell me that my music to the ears message is wrong. But the thing is that I'm sitting there thinking that I'm okay. That's a bad situation. And comparing yourself to a mediocre success ladder is not a good formula for success, guys.
Well, it's almost settling for a low level of success, right?
Exactly.
When so much more is possible.
Right. Exactly. And you have to understand, guys, that is a bad comparison. You don't do that. Matter of fact, if I was going to give you, if I was to say anything about this episode, don't ever do comparison, period. Good or bad, don't do it. You know what? If you want to compare, wait till you're done. Wait until you reach, the legendary or the legacy position, and then sit back and say, well, I wonder how my business compares to Marie's. Let's take a look, And maybe you get some form of satisfaction knowing that, hey, we're right there, or maybe she's a little ahead, maybe I'm a little ahead, but you know what? We both did really great, and that'll put a smile on your face. But you don't do that until the end, okay? And to be honest with you, my happiness is not going to be based on whether I beat Marie or not. My happiness is going to be based on looking at my grandkids and my spouse's face or my face in the mirror saying, you know what, pat myself on the back, which I'll do, because you know what, I'm human, and if somebody's going to reward their effort, it starts with me. And I don't mean that in a bad way. What I'm saying is, if I'm in private and no one else is around to pat you on the back and say, good job, and I look at my business and I compare it to others, there's nothing wrong for me to say, Rob, you did a really good job. You maximized it the best you could. Could have been better, yeah, that's okay. But you know what? Good job, dude. You did all right. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? It gets bad when you're you're gloating it and you're on Facebook or YouTube. That's not a good thing. Gloating is not a good thing. But patting yourself on the back and rewarding yourself with an emotional attaboy in a humble manner there's nothing wrong with that. But that should happen at the end of the game. Right, Miss Marie?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Wait on, you got to wait till you get in the end zone to spike the football.
There you
don't want to do it at the 5-yard line.
There you go, man. What another great analogy. Man, I tell you what, she comes up with some of the greatest things. Yep, that's a perfect example. Don't spike the ball at the 5. There's no pay dirt there, guys.
Yeah, that's not called a touchdown. That's called a fumble.
That's right. That's exactly what it's called. That's also called a quick exit out of the NFL. Or onto the bench, right? Yeah. So with that being said, guys, look, the comparison game can be good or bad. But here's the biggest thing. It can be big time bad. It can put in your mind thoughts that are not true. Thoughts that would reinforce what you're feeling in your heart. Okay, I'm not worthy. I'm not made for this business. I'm working my tail end off. I'm not getting the results she is. All these thoughts are to play with your mind, and you're going to spend more time and energy focused on these negative things that may not be true, and you're giving them the power versus saying, you know what, I'm just going to get my butt out there and I'm going to let the results speak for itself. Okay, and if you do have success and your success is moderate, but you feel good about it because you're on the same level as Marie, another bad situation. Okay, now, should you look at your business if you're way ahead of Marie and gloat and smile? No. Once again, that's another bad thing of the comparison trap. You should never gloat. Be humble. Continue to work hard. I guarantee you, Marie is a friend. She's going to monitor what you're doing, just like you're going to monitor her. And you know what? If she's the type of person that you think she is, she's going to and quietly do this, give a little golf clap to Rob and say, hey, good job, dude. And at the same time, I would do the same because I would admire her because I know what she's doing. I'm a business builder myself. I know what she's going through. I know the challenges for the most part she's going through. Who would not applaud the success that she's having, knowing all the challenges that she's facing? I think anybody with a good heart would applaud anybody else that's having the type of success that we're talking about. Okay, that's the proper way to handle the comparison trap. Not to be jealous, not to be envious, not to be vengeful, not to be putting extra pressure on yourself to perform and ignoring your family and your job so that you can find more hours to outperform Marie. Okay, those are all bad situations. And not doing CCBBA is insurance that you will do bad. You will be behind. Okay, you have to do the CCBBA. I mean, it's just the way it is. Otherwise, Marie's going to blow you out of the water. There's no way to make that up, right, Marie?
Yeah. Well, I think one of the biggest dangers of the comparison trap is the fact that it's the mentality that it's a zero-sum game. So if Rob's being more successful than I am, that means he's winning and I'm losing. And that's not the case at all. In the network marketing industry, there are so many people out there you can reach out to who are looking for the type of business opportunity you're offering. They're looking for the increased income. They're looking for that time freedom, that elevating their lifestyle, whatever it may be. And because Rob is being successful doesn't take anything away from me or my ability to achieve the level of success that I'm after. Right. So I think that's the biggest thing with the comparison trap, is that you feel like somebody's winning and somebody's losing, and that's not the case. Right. We're both winning. We're just winning at different levels, perhaps. Or maybe Rob just has bigger goals and more time to invest in his business than I do. There are so many things that are different, but this is an industry where everyone can truly be in a win-win situation.
Yes. That is so true. The thing is that you have a situation where you are in control in this business model, regardless of, look, if Miss Marie and I were to join today, same company, same time, and we both state our goals. Marie, my goal is to do this per month. And she says, Rob, mine's right there with you. And we bet $1. We bet $1 between the two of us who's going to get there first or who's going to create the most. We would have a friendly competition that would have no comparison, okay? Because Marie knows in order for her to win the game, she's got to focus on doing CCBBA from today until she reaches that end goal. And she can't worry about Rob. She's not going to look at his stuff. She's going to say, I control me. And my goal is to have this done on this date. And she's going to go after it, okay? And she doesn't care what Rob is doing because she don't want that added pressure. She doesn't want to know if he's ahead. She doesn't want to know if he's behind. Because even if he's behind, she might push too hard, saying, well, I need to have a bigger gap between us. I need to beat him there. And then she'll put this extra pressure, which is going to come across her downline. What you want is a situation where you're going to be you're going to be relaxed, you're going to be focused, you're going to be energetic and going towards those goals just like you would any other situation without that dollar bet, okay? That is the proper way to handle it, all the way from the beginning to the end. Then when she gets to the end and realizes she beat me there, she brings up the checker flag and goes, hey, I beat you, okay? And I'm like, oh, crap, She doesn't celebrate until she gets to the end and achieve the actual goal and finds out that she beat me to that end goal, okay, whether it was the money comparison or the day comparison. So the thing is that she would handle the whole thing correctly, focusing on CCBBA, day 1 to day 30, whatever it is, day 90, day 120, and she does not worry about the comparison because experience has shown her the dangers of doing that. Would you not agree, Miss Marie? I
absolutely agree. Mm-hmm.
With that being said, I think we're done with today's episode. It was a good one. Okay, bye, everybody. Okay. I'm always full of surprises, right? Am I not?
Short and sweet.
There we go. I bet our subscribers wish it was the case. All right, tomorrow, guys, we're going to talk about, as we said, what it takes to make it in MLM, what it takes to make it in MLM. Not what you think. The title would mislead you a little bit. It would be an interesting show. Join us as we take a deep dive into that subject matter. And as you can see, we're advertising our always popular, ever popular, What Not to Do in Network Marketing, 146 paragraphs, followed and supported by 146 audio files and many training videos. Guys, normally $197, next 24 hours. It is a limited offer, only $47. Sorry about that, sinuses. They come up in the most inappropriate times. Instant $150 savings. You can't beat that, guys. You can learn how to become a focused business building machine. Think about it. You know what not to do? Automatically puts you in a position of what? Doing the right things. What to do. Which what? Makes you what? A focused business building machine capable of amazing things with this wonderful business model. Who would not want that? You're going to be a lifetime member. Never spend another red cent. And once you become a lifetime member of this, you never have to worry about anything else because we add things to it. And when we do, it's free to you. It will cost other people more, but it will not cost you anything. You can see the URL there, themlmsolution.net/WNTD. Once again, for all of you that are listening, themlmsolution.net/WNTD. All right, with that being said, also, as you know, we always have our podcast replay. All you have to do is go to our website, and you can click on the link on the above, the link to the top of the page, and it will take you to the replay page, which you'll be able to have the whole week's replay available to you at a simple click of the button. Also, you can get the free gift that's there. No sales shenanigans taking place here. You're just going to get an email with a link to download your free gift. You may get a couple of emails in the future with free gifts as well, so that the way you can get more information on how this business works. So go there, get your free gift, and listen to the latest episode of our podcast. I was kind of lost there for a moment. And don't forget about possibly becoming a beta tester for our upcoming I Need Leads Now lead generation system, not just a site, system. It's going to be amazing what this is going to bring to the table. We got our fingers crossed everything's going to work out. This is a massive undertaking. No doubt about it. Don't underestimate the amount of work that it's taking to make this possible. That being said, you can go there. You can become a beta tester only if you're on the list. The only way you get on the list is fill out the form. Once again, no shenanigans, but you will get I Need Leads Now ebook. So with that being said, Miss Marie, I think we're pretty much done with today's episode. Would you not agree?
I would agree. I look forward to seeing you 11 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow.
I agree. Tomorrow's subject, what it takes to make it in MLM. If you think you know what it is, you'll see tomorrow.
MLM Solution Podcast. For more info, visit our website, themlmsolution.net. Please follow us on the following platforms: Facebook, YouTube, etc. And share this podcast with our fellow network marketers around the world by hitting the share button on our various platforms.